This is Ninja on a Ninja. And basically, I have a video open in front of you, okay? And sit down. What's your name? This is whatever his name is from that one show with child rapist. You sick bastard. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're fine. It's fine. We don't judge here. As long as you ain't doing shit, it's okay, right? You can think about it, you can fantasize about it, you can watch porn or drawings of it. Like, it's not encouraged because it makes people encouraged to do it, like to make the stuff. But, you know what I mean? What's out there is out there. And again, don't look for new recent shit because, I mean, somebody recent drew it. And you just, when you look that stuff up, you encourage them to look it up or to create more. So then there's more you look at, and it just gets worse until nowadays everyone's like Trump and everyone's like Jeffrey Epstein and everyone's like um, the circle around him, um, like those people, um, Paul Ryan and Steve Bannon. There you go. That's what's the thing about Paul Ryan and Steve Bannon. So, anyways, today, today on Dateline, um, I have Chibi Doki. She is one of my favorite personalities online. I say personality because, like, she has a VR per character, and to me, I don't care. And the reason why is because that's just as real as most streamers out there. Like, they may as well be using a VR character as well because like what they're showing you is not who they are, basically. Whereas she's showing you who she is, right inside, into hot, right, and then you get to see a character model. That's fine, whatever. Like everyone has a cup of tea, their slice of pie, whatever. Right, like you could look at me, you could love me, that's fine, whatever. That's for you, Chibi. No, I'm kidding. Um, don't you fucking turn off on me, bitch. All right. So I have to be on top of this fucking phone because it likes to turn off my fucking Wi-Fi. I need that. Yeah. So she says something as I'm showing you this. She said something, and I want you very much so to pay attention to what she says because a lot of people put the cart before the horse when it comes to like scientific endeavors and why should uh, do this, right? I should do that 'cause I'm talking to you. Me talk to you, right? So they scientific endeavors and whatnot, and they put the cart before the horse, and they say, "Oh well, math is the reason why." Blah, and really, no, math is not why this. We created math to explain that, so that that goes to us, not us to that. Understand, like it's that to us, and we use math to do that. But it's not math that put that thing there. That's what people are acting like and talking like, basically. Or we could see the edge of the universe. No, you can't. We think we see the edge of the universe, right? Or we perceive a certain thing, and that certain thing is trying to pretend to be the edge of the universe, but that's as big as a connection that we can make, right? Or like a nucleus, for example. Oh, the nucleus is real. No, we can't prove it. It's impossible to prove because you can't actually see it. Basically, we don't know for sure. Like, we're pretty sure, but people can't say with definitive definition that what is or what we think is basically. And that's literally the message that I want to portray here. Is for the scientists that are like, oh, well, this is that, or this is this, or this is like, I uploaded a recent video I forgot what I called out, but basically that person, there's a laundry list of these people, and what they are is just like they have a hobby that they perform in their garage, right? And they probably have a wife making them a sandwich or something, right? And basically, it's that kind of bullshit, that kind of rupture in the system, um, because I can't pass the classes and because I can't pass the tests, I'm going to, in my garage to do it. And then I'm going to tell you what they teach you not to do. It should be in the basic level of school. It should be like grade 5 shit, basically. Because you need to know that you're fucking up the world. And a lot of people don't realize this. And maybe they didn't know it was a thing. And maybe this will be the first time anyone has ever talked about it, pointed it out. But this is a contributing factor as to why America sucks. And it's because people are talking with definition when they have no fucking idea. Um, for example, with me in basketball. The reason why I had no interest in basketball is because there was already a Michael Jordan. I already knew of him. I seen him. He was in his prime. Blah blah blah. I was like, "There's no way I can beat this guy. I'm not even gonna fucking play the game," because that's how I seen stuff, right? I became number one in PSA, as number one in Super Smash Brothers, the whole 9 yards, like unofficial in Smash Brothers. But PlayStation also, I was actually ranked one in the leaderboards, right? In Mexico, if you're out there, hit me up, dude. And play League of Legends so I can play with you and we can become number one in that shit too and become top streamers and make hell of money. And we'll make a lot of money because we're showing the world how it actually is. And it'll be done. It has to be done through grassroots, because what's going on is Russia, China, and then some people in America even are paying for America's demise. Basically, they're being bought off to ruin the world, kind of like Tim Pool, and how he was paid like $400 million to say Ukraine sucks, and so he did it, and now he's denying it. And we can go on forever about people doing the same thing. That's actually why I have a list with names like Paul Ryan, Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, and like the list goes on, and Roger Taylor Green, Matt Gates, all the motherfucking hoes, basically. And again, they're paid to ruin America, basically. And that's what's going on. That's why America's going to hell. And again, if they learned, what I'm trying to tell you, maybe they wouldn't have actually been doing what they're doing and they would be sellouts. But again, they want sellouts. They need the sellouts because if they didn't lie to you, how would fake places do well? It wouldn't. And they'd actually have to step up, and the condition would have to be good. Like I wouldn't have a heart problem. I wouldn't have a brain tumor. I wouldn't have been through a stroke. But because no one is saying anything, that's the result. It's because a world without an alpha. Basically, what's in Jordan Peterson's like, why is there no men? This is why. Basically, this is why there's no men, because people are fucking sellouts. Basically, like a man won't make a dollar for you. Basically, like I'm not ever gonna sell out. You know why? Because I'm a man. But you know who will sell out? That fucking gamma over there, right? Like it's alpha and then beta. Beta won't sell out, but gamma will. Gamma's a fucking horse sellout, bitch, right? And that's what we're full of. Destiny's a gamma. Like everyone on set, Fox News, Marco Rubio, Janine Pirro, like all these places, Jubilee, Ben Shapiro, Paramount Global, CBS, like all of these motherfuckers, they're all gammas. Snoop Dogg, Owen Wilson, like you think the alpha? No, they're gammas. They're gammas. They pretend to be alphas on stage, but behind closed doors, they're gammas. Basically, I'm trying to look. Bernie Sanders is the alpha, which is exactly why it's the Bernie blackout. And yeah, you don't hear about him, and the reason why is because he's an alpha, and that's what they do is they find an alpha and they crush them out of existence, and you have to be a gamma to fucking play ball, and that's why the squid will hide his penis, and it hides his penis to trick the other males into fighting one another, and then it sneaks in and goes and mates with the girls while the men are fighting. He's fucking all the bitches, basically. And then after the battle, like, what the fuck? And they all use up trashed fucking hoes, kind of like today. And it's like, what the fuck? and the alphas don't. Like, there's no point, and that's all fat and fucking full of shit. Because it's like, why? I have nothing to fucking. There's no point. There's no point of existence. All you hoes are all bent out of shape and used out. Like once upon a time, it was like, oh, you'll eventually get it. And it's like, no, no thanks, dude. I just went through all that fucking bullshit and she got tricked by your swag. Now I'm good. But yeah, Destiny, he's a sellout. Fuck that hoe. And again, it can be ignorance or it can be evil. It doesn't matter. It's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. Thin line between ignorance and evil, basically. That's new too. Like coin that shit, bitch. And remember who told you, ninja on a ninja. You heard that right, motherfucker. But yeah, we live in a society full of reporters, basically. They report on a report, and then they act like it's a fact, but it's just, that's what she said. That's what he said, right? And that's why they're gammas, because all they can operate on is that's what someone said. And alpha and beta, because beta is basically an alpha, but alpha is the alpha. And beta is trying to be alpha, or beta is trying to be alpha, but because there's already an alpha, they have to be a beta. And there's nothing wrong with it. It just means you're not alpha. That's all it means, right? But gamma, no. You never want to be a gamma. But anyways, we go back to this. Listen. What is he? I don't even know what diameter is. That's it. That's it. What is he? I don't even know what diameter is. And again, there's a thin line between ignorance and evil, basically. She is ignorant, as in, it never came up. I didn't learn it. It's not her fault. That's education, rather. It's not her fault. That's just something you learn, you pick up from others. It's not her fault that we live in a closed system now, right? That's what it is. So there's no shame to her for not knowing something that you can only get through education, basically. But intelligence, when you can learn it in your room by yourself, if you don't have that, then you start being like, what the fuck, dude? Or if someone tells you the opposite of what you should do, like women are sluts nowadays. And the reason why they're sluts is because people are actively telling them, be a slut, be a slut, be a motherfucking slut. It's all about having a boyfriend. And no, it's not. It's about fucking studying and learning and being something so that one day when you meet the right guy like myself, you actually have a reason for me to want you, basically, right? Because as is, yeah, you may be cute, you may be fun to have sex with, you may be able to doll up. And I use Emiru as an example. Look her up. She's a fucking stupid ass a hoe. She can dress up pretty well, but she's a slut at the end of the day, and she doesn't have a loose ass vagina that no one wants. When she's 30, she's gonna die alone, and she doesn't know why. And the reason why is because I'm telling you, and she thinks that I'm wrong because, oh, you're beta and you don't matter. And sorry, I had to listen to something, but yeah. So, anyways, yeah, she doesn't know. Uh, change the camera again. She doesn't know what a diameter is. It's because that is in education, rather. Just like math, basically. Just like a language. It's not the language of the universe, you fucking retards. It's language of us about the universe. Not the language of the universe. It's what we use to explain that the universe, right? But we use it. It's the language we use, not the language it uses. Not they don't talk to us via that. We talk to them. Like you guys are dumbasses, and you're kind of like that one dude's like, we're the center of the universe, and everything revolves around us. And it's like, no, that's not correct, dude. No, stop being stupid. And again, I know this stuff because I heard it or I studied it at some point. I had to learn, or I just remember it from wherever or whatever. But again, it's because learn to remember, not understand. I learned it, but I understood like the lesson. I just took it in. It just became part of me. It's kind of like they told me the medication I take can make me gain weight, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. So now when I'm hungry, I'm like, no food until I'm like, I need to eat. Oh God. But again, like now I know, so now I change and I'm losing weight. You know what I'm saying? But like that's one of those things that you would know unless someone told you. Like I could figure it out eventually. Like but I wouldn't know unless I had like some kind of hint or something to nudge me in that direction. And again, this is why they do the burning blackout, and that's why they try to shut out alphas, because they don't want you to be enlightened. They want you to be stupid. They turn the evil into the I can't remember the Bible, right? Like it's so being deprived that I don't remember the name, but basically the Bible is evil now, basically, and they're trying to use the evil version of religion to get what they want, and that's why you see fucking what's it called, preachers with jets and shit. That's your money. You know what I'm saying? And he went out and bought a fucking jet and sleeping with your daughters, getting his DS with your kids, basically. And you don't know that. You should wake the fuck up and realize like education is not anything. What matters is intelligence. I happen to have the most out of anybody in the universe at this point in time. As far as I know, I am the smartest man I've met, and I am actively seeking smarter people. Like I went to Destiny, I went to his Discord, I went to Jordan Peterson. I've spoken, not spoken to, but I've seen Ben Shapiro. I listened to the Logic. I was like, guys, you guys are dumb. You guys are idiots. Like there's so much I could teach you. The problem is you're too busy acting like you're the one. Like like you're acting like the what's it called, the Earth is the center of the universe, and that's your high horse, and you're riding away on that, and you're listening to the reality, and this is what they want because you're hurting America. Basically, you're making America suck. Basically, unless you're like this bitch right here. I should get hockey for this too, but unless you're this hoe, right? I say that out of love, Chibi, by the way, so relax. I don't even know what diameter is. And again, nobody should know what diameter is unless they're educated. Like, that's why when you go to court, they're like, are you a lawyer? No? Okay. It's because there's lawyer ball and then there's normal ball. And basically, it's hard ball and then normal. Basically. So if you're a lawyer, you gotta know shit, basically, right? You gotta know what the fuck's going on and da 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 da, right? And the same rule applies for life for the most part, but there's a lot of evil people in the world. That's why they call lawyers snakes. That they used to. It's because a lot of them are or were. They use that intelligence for evil things. Like for example, I tell my family. I used to tell them all the time. Like I told them one time rather. You're lucky I don't have a gun. You're lucky I'm not a bad person. You're lucky I'm not evil. You're lucky I'm not this. You're lucky I'm not that. And they're just true. You're lucky. And all girls too. You're lucky I'm not a bad person because I would have deflowered you, taken your virginity, and left you for dead, but you decided to go and hand it over to some other loser. And honestly, I sometimes regret not being someone who abuses somebody or a rapist. If I had raped that girl and ruined her life, the way I would have ruined your life may have left you better than what you did to yourself later on. So sometimes I regret not fucking a girl, or and I don't literally mean rape, by the way, but that's basically what it is when you have sex with a girl before she's like 25, basically. It's because she's just acting off of emotion, and she has a lot of feelings going on, and she wants dick, but she shouldn't be getting dick, and her body wants it. And the reason why is because slavery and shit, and a lot of girls that were fucked and raped and used at that age. Basically, and that's why they want it at that age. But if you can preserve and stay true, and then you're like 30 years old or 25 years old or whatever, and then one day, and you do eventually sleep with someone who actually matters, like if you actually love the person and that person's someone caring, loving, and giving, and someone who's like smart, and I can show you the world. I go look up Aladdin's. I can show you the world. I think it's called actually, but yeah, if you have an Aladdin in your life, like it's amazing. The first time, it's fucking great, you know. Basically, like there was a girl I met who was gang raped, not just raped, gang raped. Basically, and she hated men, right? But she was at this pool club one day, and she's like, "Someone come by and hang out and just hang out," and nobody replied. Someone came come by and hang out. Someone come by and hang out. She kept asking, right? And I was playing games or whatever, and I was like, "Somebody fucking answer this bitch." And no one answered her, right? So finally, I was like, "Fuck it," and I'm like, "Oh, I'll be there in a little bit." And so, like, I think 30 minutes later, because I had to take a shower and shit, I show up, we hang out, we play pool. We had a really good time, right? And I remember at the end of the night, I basically did that romantic thing. You kiss the hand and the arm, and you slowly go up with kisses. And it was working on her because it was an authentic gesture. And it wasn't like a meme, basically. It was an actual, like, it really did just come up. And, like, I seen it somewhere. That's how I knew about it. And that's why I'm pulling it off right now. But I just didn't do it just because. It literally came up. Like, we were at that moment. I could have, like, she looked at me, I looked at her, and I was like, no, I can't. But I told her, I was like, I can't. And the reason why is that I cannot have sex with a girl and then not be with her. I just can't do it. Basically, I can't, unless you're willing to be my bitch and exist, like you're my sheep now, essentially, that's fine in that sense. I'm like, you understand that we have sex and like we do what we do, and you're true to me, but you're doing it because your life sucks and you don't have a choice, and you're depressed and you're miserable. And if it wasn't for me, you'd basically kill yourself. Not like literally that, but you do things that would not be good for you, basically, right? And so by being with me, like sometimes you need it, right? Sometimes you're just so fuck. I need to have sex now. It's okay, fine, 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 and we fuck whatever, right? But that's better. Again, like I said, it's better than you going some fucking douchebag who fucking just you know fucks the shit out of you and then leaves you, and then your husband's like just like having sex with a well. Like I don't feel anything. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Whereas with me, the next guy that shows up is like, thanks for taking good care of her, and the sex we have is still pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's still pretty good. So it's not the end of the world, and also she's smarter and better for it, basically, right? It's kind of like my dog essentially. Like I did not part with my dog, basically. But this evil lady, she's the reason why my dog is dead. She's the reason why I had a stroke as well. But anyways, that's it. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to talk about. Just why am I fucking? I'm sitting here talking. I have the wrong screen on. God damn. Yeah, I gotta get the habit. I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, that's basically what it comes down to. I'm trying to get better at the screen stuff. Um, be smart. Don't be stupid. Don't be taking advantage of. Stop hurting America. Like even if you think you're winning, you're not. Like I understand that. Hmm. Yeah. All right. Anyways, I'm right here. Yeah, I dropped my internet. But anyways, I'm right here. So yeah, don't be smart or don't be stupid. Be smart. Don't be a hoe. Don't be a salt. Don't be a faker. Don't be an emotional wreck. Don't pretend to be something you're not. Don't give people your best years. Hold off until you meet the one and give them everything. Because if you give some random dude your best years and then you get your husband and you had nothing left to give, why the fuck should he marry you? You know. So as I'm out here, people be happy, be safe, and thank you, Chibi. And again, it's not your fault. You're not stupid because you didn't know what. Again, that's not your fault. That's not your fault. So that is the world failing you, and that's why I don't have kids right now, and why I don't have a wife right now, is because I felt it was cruel to have children now, especially in a world now where like there's like here, I mean, where I am now, maybe they can grow pretty good, right? And then maybe would have kids, but where I was, Tracy and Stockton, hell no. I would never have kids over there. Holy shit, is that place evil? Talk about fucking goddamn, dude. Like when I become a powerful being of what's it called, the governor, president, Tracy and Stockton, I'm gonna fucking nuke you. But with what's it called, justice and judgment. Basically, I guarantee that like those places are not gonna be like the way they are now. I'm gonna have somebody go in there on just a random auditor, just a random day, record what he sees and take notes and blah blah blah. And then he's gonna tell me, and I'm like, okay, I have here's the proof, here's the tape, and it's all whatever. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. All right, I have brought 30 people with me. We need 22 people to work at the store. All 30 of you have a job for 2 weeks, and then 8 of you go home, figure it out. And I could leave them to figure it out, and there's no bullshit tied to it. The reason why is because of those 30, I have a crew of like 5 people, or 4 people. Like, for example, that I play League of Legends with, and they are actually good people and they know the world, and so they can actually help see and help divide and help. And they had no power trips, they had no fucking, like, they don't want the money, right? They don't have greed in their soul. They just want it to be a good place. And then Transit Stockton are gonna be a fucking hit. Some of they're the new LA basically. But anyways, yeah, be well, be safe, and peace. Mobs beware, Trump beware, all you fucking evil bastards beware. Ninja on a ninja is on the ride. He's on the prowl. Peace.